Hi, everybody. Back. You can't get rid of us. We're going to show you some more Pilates, Contrology on the Contrology equipment. This is, as you know, Jihye Kim from Seoul, Korea. She's back again. And we brought in Ernesto Pena, who's in Málaga, Spain. And he, unfortunately, Wade couldn't record today, but we have his friend Ernesto, who graduated from the work with him, who is similar in stature. He's maybe 1 inch shorter than Wade, about 6'2" or so. Ernesto, since you didn't get to meet him yet, is a wonderful practitioner, has his own studio, and is a surfer. So for those of you that are athletes, Ernesto is a good example of how Pilates can prime you for your sport. So we're just going to go back and record them side by side so you can see these two very different bodies doing their regular reformer workout. So with no further ado, Ernesto and Jihye, go ahead and get started. I'm going to hide myself. I'm going to stop my video, and you should see just two people there. And I've asked them to just go ahead. I want to make sure that I'm hidden from view. There we go. I've asked them to go ahead and just do their workout and just do 3 repetitions of each one so that you can see them working on the equipment. Just like the live recording, our goal is not to give a lesson to these two instructors and practitioners. It's to let you observe them working out. There's not much that I would give to them anyway. They're so beautiful. And when they go in succession like this, you get a feel for how the exercises and the equipment really get them warmed up, get them connected from the very start. And you'll also get to see how the exercises naturally build as you progress from the beginning to the end of the reformer workout. So you'll notice that Jihye and Ernesto, they have different rhythms. And that is true for all of us. We have our own rhythms. Some of it is due to our height, our weight, our constitution, just who we are. So we're not trying to be like anybody else's rhythm, but we want to be moving without stopping through these exercises. And so you'll see that it's very natural, the rhythms that they're working with. They're not rushing, but they're also not stopping or slowing down. So Jihye is getting to one of the first series of exercises that can be difficult for women or people who are slight or petite. The resistance of the springs are meant to connect you to your back. So if you have a tendency, especially small people, to use your arms to do the rowing, you're going to feel like this is a big fight. So don't fight the equipment. Use the resistance of the springs to connect you to your center. Look how beautifully Jihye does this. She is a little smaller than me, 5'3", 5'4", and lighter than me for sure. She can't be much more than 100 pounds. But she is working the exact same spring resistance as Ernesto is. Look at the arm span on Ernesto. He must be able to really push himself through the water when he's surfing. Look at this, I can see him on his board right here, pushing the water away. Yes. Ernesto, keep going, keep going. Can you connect your hands in the back in the rowing? Okay, so on these ones, just connect your arms in the back. Most people, keep going, Ernesto, same thing. Keep going. Go up and forward. Up and forward. Now, when you take your hands behind you, connect your hands behind you. Right here. Right here. Connect your hands, Ernesto, together. Hands together. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Great. Okay, you don't have to slow down, Ernesto. Sometimes he just slows down because my English doesn't make sense in Spanish. There you go. Thanks, Ernesto. So amazing to be able to work with teachers from all over the world. And as you know, Jihye's from Korea, Ernesto's from Spain. And somehow we get past our language differences. And look how beautifully they learn. I mean, they already were wonderful, but they've grown and incorporated all the things that Jay added to what they already knew in their practice. Connecting their backs, finding a two-way stretch. You can really see that on Jihye here. If you wanted to see a two-way stretch, there it was. Hands behind your head, Ernesto. Can you take your hands behind your head? Behind your head. Pull straps, same thing for people that are slight. Look at the position of Jihye's hands. She's such a strong back. She's got her hands up by the metal pieces there on the strap, and she's pulling from her back to take herself into the arch. Arch up, Ernesto, like you're on your surfboard. And keep your arms in your back. Arms in the back. Pull. You can see how Ernesto's moving the equipment with his back. Beautiful. All right, and here's another one. I know for myself, when I first got on the Contrology, it changed my teaser. It's amazing how just the right dimensions and the right spring resistance puts you back into your center. On the Contrology equipment, it's much harder. You know, as a small woman, you can't push forward further than you need to, or else it's not going to feel good. You have to stay back and respond to those springs. So that, like Jihye, you saw how strong her seat, stomach, and back were, and how far back she was on her sacrum without sinking at all. And even very tall Ernesto has enough space in first gear to do this whole series, even with those long, long, long arms. Very nice. All right. So Jihye's moving into the long stretch series. Another one where you really have to use your legs in order to work the two springs. Otherwise, it's going to feel like quite a bit on the arms. So if you are not used to using your low body reach in the long stretch series, you are going to really feel how this equipment requires you to do that, requires you to build the power of the low body. Good, Ernesto. Everything okay in first gear over there?
Yeah, sure.
He says, yeah, sure. And that's just so nice.
It's been helping.
Great. So for his height, this might feel a little bit stronger for a tall person, and that makes him feel stronger, makes him feel more connected. So Ernesto does not gear out for any of these exercises. He's going to be doing all of the exercises in first gear. Come all the way forward. This is one moment where Jay said, a lot of people are afraid when they're tall that they're going to fall if they come in front of the foot bar. When you really see it on Ernesto, you see, well, bring your chest forward, and Ernesto, chest forward, forward. You just see his back working. Yeah, it's like a chest expansion. And he's using the end of the carriage to just get more length with his low back. What I mean is he can see where that is as he goes back, and he's using it for leg length to encourage his lengthening. Okay. I wish I could check in and see if you have any questions while we're doing this recording, but I can't, so I'm going to just take little moments of pause to maybe look for anything that you might be questioning. Here is one where Ernesto is really using that first gear to show him how far he can get out there with his legs. Yeah, it's something he's working on. He told me he has a tendency to use his arms too much on the long back stretch. So he's using that first gear limitation to really reach as far as possible with his legs. Okay, here goes Jihye making the tendon stretch look easy, but it's not. The thing about the tendon stretch here for slight people is that you really have to connect in order to move that spring in both directions. It's no cheating will help you. You just gotta hold it together and push out, let the heels drop and push out from the low body. In the live event, we did come back and look at Jihye and Ernesto side by side, so we will do that after they're done. Keep going, Ernesto. You're looking good. It's really rare that you'll get to see practitioners that are so skilled doing these exercises and side by side, two very different bodies. But notice that, they both still have things to work on, and they are still working really hard. Each one of them has their challenges, right? There is nobody who gets away with doing these exercises perfectly. Jihye, will you do those one more time without stopping? The around the world. Those beautiful positions, but connect the positions, connect. Yeah. I think that's so hard to achieve. So it's great to see you demonstrate from the center. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, here is Ernesto, 6'2", gear, first gear. Keep going, Ernesto. So he is able to keep his legs straight and long. And I can see he's just pushing his feet very, very wide in order to keep resistance on the strap. Good. Take your time, Ernesto. Don't let us rush you. Look at that long reach. Whoa. Are you having fun yet, Jihye?
Yeah.
It is really fun. But she has such a good focus, and after all, we are doing a video. So, but just enjoy yourself like you always do. Oh, I forgot to ask Ernesto, but I did ask Jihye how many times she works out per week, and I think it was like 6 times a week. Yeah, Jihye. But for 5 times. Oh, 5 times only. 5 times a week for something like 10 years or 5 years. So you can see how that practice, that regularity makes her movement effortless. Like she's allowed her body to become skillful at these exercises. The body will naturally build. So make it your goal to have a regular practice. And so many of the things that you work on, you'll be able to improve on just by practicing. I sometimes find that students think that it's just a matter of being given a correction and then they're going to be able to correct whatever's going on in their body. But really, most of that happens through practice. You might be given a guidance that will take you a little while to figure out, because everything we're doing is, the guidance we give you is either to challenge you or to assist you. And the challenge is going to be to improve something that's not working as well as it could. Even though so much is right. That was a nice back bend, Ernesto. Really nice. Did you see his nice push into the floor? He got his back really lifted. And for a tall person, this is not easy. Nice, Ernesto. Okay, Jihye is going to do the headstands. The headstands are not for most people. You have to have a really, really strong center. Jihye does work on lots of very advanced exercises. Again, she works out 5 times a week for the last 6 years, doing the work that she's learned with Jay and with Vintage. And pretty effortlessly can go up into a full headstand. So, da 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 da. Okay, so here we are at the semicircle with Ernesto. And he chooses to use the bar up for his height. It gives him somewhere to go in articulating the spine. And you can see that. It actually looks really nice on him. He's controlling the springs really nicely. He's using them to keep the carriage out, reaching the arms, reaching the legs, so that he can get maximum movement on his spine. So why don't you continue going? And I'm going to stop you guys in a little bit to do a few exercises together, but keep going. Do whatever you want, Ernesto. Unfortunately, they can't do their entire workout. They don't normally only work out for 20 minutes. And I'm having them do less repetitions just for purposes of this event. So they're going to have to start choosing now. And you can see heads downs are often for men, very strong men. I remember hearing stories about, well, you know, Joe used to train a lot of boxers. They need to have that strength, connection, head, neck, shoulders, control through the center. And you can see how, I mean, Jihye is so super strong, but you can see how it looks on a man. What I said about the headstands, it not being for almost everybody, is just a matter of safety. So many other great exercises to build your body and to correct its function with Contrology. Oh, look at Jihye. She's doing a fancy bar up version of the snake twist. If you haven't tried this, it offers different challenges to the bar down. And the Contrology will make you hold it together. The Contrology equipment will make you hold it together with the bar up. There'll be no sliding in and out without control. You really have to pull that carriage in and use your body for the movement instead of using the carriage to do the movement for you. Ah, look at Ernesto doing the arm circles. I forgot to mention that Jihye and I were talking that the chest expansion series can be strong at first for women because of the way the spring resistance makes you stay in your back. And she did mention arm circles can be difficult. And it is for me too. So it's just a matter of building back strength and practicing, maintaining the strength. You know, Jay always said to me, just squeeze your butt. Stomach strong and squeeze your butt on the arm circles. Pushing your feet back into the shoulder rests, and that is also a great help. And Ernesto is doing snake and twist with the bar down. Super tall guy. He's got great foot positioning. He's doing the one arm version. There's just so many options. Variations when we start getting to the more difficult exercises. That was nice, Ernesto. He's got his foot in the right position, the standing leg. He's got the bent leg that he's using as a rudder to keep his hips open. But he's not using that leg to do the work, which so many people do. Beautiful. I don't want to stop you guys. I love what you're doing. I think let's have you get to your, you know what, I think I'd like to see you to go, what were you gonna do next, Jihye? Oh, Jihye, wait. Jihye, will you and Ernesto do the long spine stretch side by side? Ernesto, can you jump forward to the long spine stretch? Let's see that on you. This is such a difficult exercise anyway. And you'll see how different it looks on the two bodies simply because of their dimensions. Keep reaching long, Ernesto. Reach forward with the feet, long in the back, long, long, long. Yeah, try to come down in one piece. So you don't want to articulate. Yeah, you want to just have so much control from the seat that you land in one piece. It's so difficult to achieve. You can see both of these very strong people are working for it. Beautiful. Yes. Nice. Okay. So if you have difficulty with long spine, we'll look at Jihye and Ernesto. You know, they're both so strong. It is difficult. You have to build yourself up to be able to do that exercise. It's a challenge even when it's not perfect. Okay, so go ahead and move on to the knee stretch series, and then I'll take you back to do a couple more things together. I feel like these two can just do anything, don't you? They just hop on, pull themselves together, and they execute the exercises with so much energy and strength, flexibility, agility. Really nice. So they were able to cool down together after the knee stretches, which is a very powerful exercise. Then you go into the running and the pelvic lift to slow your heart rate down, to complete your workout, connect yourself. And it looks like Ernesto is going to do some control balance. I say yes, let's see it. So Ernesto is gearing out on this one, but everybody gears out on that one. So Ernesto, you push forward when you lift the leg. Push forward, lift the leg, and then put the leg down and pull the hands under your shoulders. Yes, like a chest expansion. Push, pull under and lengthen. And then you can see Jihye do the same. Under, Jihye. Pull under. Not so much focus on the way out, more on the way in, Jihye. Don't push the arms forward so much. Focus on pulling the hands under you. Jihye, will you just do the two legs one more time? And instead of thinking push the arms, just push to pull in and really get the center strong and together and pull the hands underneath of you. So hold together and pull under, in, all the way in. Yes. Get stronger as you pull in, and pull in. Keep your hips down, pull in. Better. Oh my goodness. Look at Ernesto. He's doing the star, Jihye. Do you want to do the star? Ernesto's doing the star. You don't have to. That's okay, Jihye. Will you do the Russian splits for us then? Because that's something that we covered on the last event, and I'm not sure if everybody saw. So just show them the Russian splits on your body.
Russian split?
Not you, Ernesto, not for you. Let's see, what shall I give to you? Will you do, good, he's gonna do the front splits for you. Ernesto, don't push with the front foot. Push with the back foot when you go out.
Sorry?
When you go out, don't push with the front foot, push with the back foot. So you get more hip stretch. Just the back foot, just the back foot. More back, more back. There you go. Yeah, and then keep the leg behind you and bend the front leg. Yeah, so even though he's tall, he's getting a big stretch there, and it looks like he has even a little more space. Back leg, yes. Really nice. I just don't want to stop these two. I'm not going to stop them. Jihye, whatever you want to do, one last exercise. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Long back stretch.
Long back stretch? You want to do it again?
What do you say?
Is there any other exercise you would like to do today?
Yeah, sure. I switched the order.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're sort of doing, usually the splits would come together. That's okay. Go ahead and finish with this. This part is really more just showing some of the different advanced exercises or end of workout exercises. Ernesto, will you join her on side splits?
Sorry.
Will you join side splits with Jihye?
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's a great way to end. Oh, I don't want to end, but we will. Okay, so if you are watching this at home, I think the big takeaway on this particular event is the observation part of this workout, is being able to observe what you can expect from different types of bodies, different heights, weights, strength, size, and seeing how these bodies use the equipment for the same reason, to connect to their center, to use the exercises to correct their bodies and get stronger and more flexible. And we don't all have to look the same. And as teachers or as students, you're looking to work with the body according to what its needs are, dimensions, its rhythms. Take the whole body into consideration and use the exercises uniquely for that person instead of trying to make them look the same or move at the same time. Okay. And then when you're done, just come to the camera and let's say goodbye. Okay.
Oh my
Oh, you beautiful people. You just did a workout, of course. You should look sweaty. Look at them. They're sweaty. Their hair is a mess. Obviously, that was a good workout. Did you guys want to say anything before we leave about your workout?
When Sandy said the carriage in is more focused, you order, that makes me more use Contrology reformer. So that reformer is so much feedback and you hint to me. So yeah, it's kind of big different.
Yay, she's talking about the control push-ups front, in case you didn't see. I mean, you know, the first control push-up. Okay, great, Jihye, that's so helpful. And Ernesto, did you have anything that you wanted to say? You love your Contrology reformer. I know you said that.
I love the Contrology reformer, the tension on the spring, the 80-inch helped me to find my center, my stretch in my back in any round position or lengthening position or everything. It's really, really amazing. I love it.
You guys were so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you, Sammy.